Hey guys, I got a selfie stick. It's pretty cool actually. It's one of the more expensive ones, so it's a little bit more heavy duty, and it's got like tons of like different, I don't even know. I've never had one, so I don't even know if it's like that awesome. But I'll be doing a trip in April to Vegas, so I figured, why not get something so I can take pictures of all three of my friends that are going. Well, including me is three. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's pretty awesome. So, hope you guys like the video of my motorcycle. It's pretty cool. Come on, you piece. A little stiff, I see. But, what was I gonna say? So, in the motorcycle video, you may have seen, or heard, I guess I should say, I have a wife. Yep. Exciting. I wanted to tell the story of my first date with her. It's an exciting one. It showed how one person can see a side of one person and totally not think badly of that person. If that made sense at all. Well, we were friends first, and it just so happened to be a few days before my birthday, and I was supposed to be going to my aunt and uncle's to have a sleepover, but I asked if I could go to a friend's house and go to dinner with them for an early birthday present because something was going on before, I can't remember. And instead, I went out on a date. We went to dinner at La Frontera, had smothered burritos with a side of rice and beans. Then we were gonna go to the Whisper Dome. A lot of people don't know what the Whisper Dome is. It's pretty much where you can go in the middle and just whisper something and you can hear it throughout the entire dome. It's pretty weird. We didn't end up going actually until a while after, like maybe a year after we started dating. But that's not. We didn't end up going because there's a ton of people already there, and we just didn't want to. That'd be weird. So we decided to go to Makeout Point. I don't know. It's just a circle where they hadn't started building yet, up where you can see the whole valley. Yeah, it's Makeout Point, I guess. I don't know. We went up there. It started raining, and she's like, let's get out of the car. And I'm like, okay. So we're sitting in the rain, and she kisses me and says, would you like to be my girlfriend, pretty much? And I'm like, sure. It was probably a little bit better than that, but I can't remember the whole thing. I was like almost 6 years ago, almost 7 years ago. Holy crap. 6 years ago almost. April 2nd will be 6 years ago. Wow, that's crazy. Anyway, so we're back in the car. It's cold, it's miserable. I just decided, well, I should get back to I should get going to my aunt and uncle's house because I was supposed to technically be there by 11, and it was like 10 something, and it was going to take me a minute to get there because it was a few miles from where we were at, plus I had to drop her off. Well, she goes to start my car, and it won't start. Well, poo. We're stuck up at this place. Nobody really knows where it is except for us. And I'm supposed to be technically with friends at a friend's house. yay. So I call up the friends that we're supposed to be hanging out with, and I'm like, hey, my car won't start. Can you come help us? Because, my friend's supposed to be like super handy and stuff. Oh, I talked about him a little bit in my last video. His name is Andrew. My Gaby. Gay best friend. Yeah. And pretty much he's like, I don't know where that is. Maybe Capricia knows because she lived up that way. Well, neither did Capricia, neither did Lacey. Well, Lacey, Capricia, and Andrew got in Andrew's mom's car, which they were borrowing. They were having ice cream. No, they were at Walmart. They were at Walmart getting ice cream. That's what it was. And they decided to get ice cream. Yeah, I already said that. So they were getting ice cream, and I'm calling them, and they're like, my car won't start. I don't know what to do. You guys don't know where it is. What am I supposed to do? So I'm trying to describe where it is, and I tell them, instead of turning at Capricia's house, go forward and take your last right. And then there's this big elk statue on your left. You're going to take that and follow that up around, and then take another area. And they're like, what? And I'm just like, I don't know. So Kel starts trying to, it's all downhill. So my wife is Mikkel. I call her Kel. I don't know if I said that or not. But she starts trying to drive the car down the hill because it's on a hill. So we were able to get enough momentum. But the power steering locked. So she was trying to steer it without all of that fun stuff. And we get to where we can't go no more because it's starting to go uphill. And anymore, sorry. We got to the point where we couldn't go anymore because it started going uphill. And so I'm like, we gotta stop right here. So we pull it into a little area we just pull it off to the side of the road. That's right. Later I'll tell you about what we did. Pull it off to the side of the road. My buddy Andrew and Lacey and Capricia finally show up, and it took them a minute because they kind of didn't understand what I was telling them, and I give horrible directions. It's kind of bad. And so they get there. Andrew's thinking maybe it needs to be jumped, and I'm like, no, the radio's still working, the lights are still on, it just won't start. It was almost like the starter, it just wouldn't turn. The starter wouldn't turn. So I'm like, it's just not starting. And we couldn't figure out how to start it, and we couldn't pull it because his mom's car was a piece. Actually, she still has it. It's a piece. It's a good car because it's lasted as long as it has, but it definitely needs to be replaced. But, so I'm like, well, crap. So I call up my uncle, and I'm like, hey, my car broke down. I'm where I'm not supposed to be. I'm supposed to be hanging out with friends. You guys knew I was going on a date. Come bail me out, please. And they knew that what I was doing, but my parents were kind of weird about the whole lesbian thing still, so I didn't want to bring any of that up because it's not something when you're how old was I? 2011. I was in 11th grade. 16, 17? I think it was right before my 17th birthday. Yeah, I think it was right before my 17th birthday. And my parents were pretty kind of weird about it, so I kind of was trying to just keep it away from them so they weren't weird about it. So after I called them up, I'm like, oh, do you know where Harriman Reservoir is? And he's like, yeah, I know where that is. I'm like, we'll meet you there, and then we'll drive up to the car because obviously he's never been up to Makeout Point, so he's not going to know where that is, and he doesn't know where Capricia lives, so I couldn't be like, oh, turn here after Capricia Street. So it's just like, oh, duh. Anyway. So he finally comes, And, oh, I forgot the most important part. Before Andrew, Capricia, and Lacey came, it started snowing. Yes, it started snowing. And we were walking up the road to meet them because we didn't know if they could we were walking in the snow, and I was all mad, and she was kind of laughing, but she was upset and mad, and I'm just like, what a first date. And it was just funny. And so back to that. So we're sitting in this car, in Andrew's mom's car, waiting for my aunt and uncle, and Kel gets a call from her aunt. So she gets out of the car to take the call, and I'm ornery as heck. I would have said a bad word, but a lot of people don't like swearing. And if my mom watches this, just kidding. Kind of not. But, she goes, I'm ornery, and Kel's out in the cold talking to her aunt or uncle or something, and I'm just pissed and ornery and like not being a very nice person. So the fact that she got to see that side of me was kind of good, but at the same time kind of bad, because I mean, she just asked me out. Well, so my uncle finally shows up, and we go to the car, and we're sitting there telling him what's going on, and he couldn't figure out what's going on. Next thing you know, something clicks, and all the doors lock. Guess where my keys were? Sitting on the driver's side seat. Yay! He pushed a button somewhere that made all the doors lock, and the keys were on the seat. So at that point, it's snowing, all my stuff is locked in the Jeep, including the keys, and I'm ornery, and I'm surprised Kel didn't have somebody come pick her up, and Andrew, Lacey, and Capricia are all there, and it's cold, and I'm just pissed. Finally, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Sorry, bad word. Screw it. That's not a nice word too. Oh well, screw it. I gotta call my dad. Yes. So Andrew, Lacey, and Capricia take their car and go hide it up the street because we pretended that we just took my car up just to go up there to see the, lights and stuff. And the things that you do to hide from your the things that you do to hide things from your parents. Oh my gosh. Anyway, that night, it was one heck of a night. And sometimes I look back and I'm like, that was a funny night. I can't believe she stayed. But I didn't really have anything to say about today because today was pretty boring. So I went to the chiropractor, tried to get my hip fixed, and I just feel like it's getting worse, and I hate the way that he cracks me. Yeah, that sounds funny. I don't know, but yeah, today is not exciting, nothing too exciting to talk about. But I just had to tell the first date story. It was a funny one, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you will get a kick out of it. Questions, anything, post it down in the comments. I can't remember his name. He wanted to do help each other and subscribe to each other. I did subscribe to him, but for some reason I can't read the comments, so I think I'll have to go home and get online to actually comment back to that. I did comment on it, but I didn't comment on the comments, so it probably didn't notify you, but I did add you. I can't remember your tag name. I'm sorry, but I did add you. I'll go on and say done later on. But yeah, cool beans. Anybody who comments, I will add, as I will subscribe to. So subscribe to me. Comment, I'll subscribe to you. Comment anything you want to know. I'm pretty chillax, and you can ask me anything and I'll answer it to as clean and nicely as I can. Nothing too dirty, please, because I do have family that watch. So y'all have a nice day. See ya.